Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to weekly spirit messages. So these are spirit messages for the week of 20th of March 2023. And let's crack on, I suppose. I mean, as usual, I do want to let you know of the celestial events happening this week. And this week there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in general in March, but this end of March is one of the biggest transitions that are happening. I have with me here my Moonology diary. This is by no means a promo. I'm just a fan. I use it to keep me in the loop of basically what's happening, and I just wanted to show you quickly what I mean. So today, as I'm filming this, the 20th of March, we have the sun entering Aries. It's the spring equinox time, so definitely the actual, in my opinion, actual start of the year is when the spring starts. And so we have sun moving into Aries, which means we are starting a new zodiacal year. It will be starting it with full energy, passion, new beginnings, right? There's a lot of new beginnings. But also we have, so this is Monday. Then we have Tuesday, we will have a new moon in Aries as well. So starting new beginnings, and also the moon is propelling us in new beginnings even more, because new moon is always the time for us to start something new, set our intentions so that we can then work on them until the next new moon basically. But then also this week on Thursday 23rd, we have Pluto changing signs. So Pluto is one of the generational planets. It is moving into the sign of Aquarius on the 23rd until sometime in June. I can't remember the exact date. Then it will go back to Capricorn for a little while. And in 2024, it will move into Aquarius for good for the next 20 years. So whatever is happening starting now until sometime in June will be a sneak peek for all of us to see what the next 20 years of our life will bring us. So it's very, very big, and that's obviously on a global scale, but also very much personally. So if you don't know where your sign of Aquarius is, which house it rules, have a little look, and just pay attention what happens during those months up until June, because it will give you a flavor of your next 20 years, basically. And then also one more thing, we have on Saturday, Mars changing signs from Gemini to Cancer. So Mars usually doesn't take that long, doesn't stay very long in one sign, but because Mars went retrograde, we've basically had Mars in Gemini for at least 7 months. So there's been a lot of activity, maybe some inflammation, some aggravation within the communication side of our life, right? In Gemini, something to do with maybe socialization as well, studies, etc. But it is important to check which house, again, your Gemini sign rules, to see basically which side of life was affected. And now it's moving into Cancer, so we're finally moving forward with that fiery energy of Mars. So I felt drawn, because of all of these happenings this month and this week especially, I have decided to see what spirit wants to tell us in terms of self-care. So I got my sacred self-care oracle, because I feel like all of these changes will, one, it will require us to maybe look after ourselves a little bit more, but also through self-care, there are different aspects of our lives that we might discover and become aware of a little bit more. So it might give you an idea of what that is for you. So these readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. Please, I always encourage everyone to actually listen to all three. Yeah, that's it. Listen to all three. If you don't know what your rising sign is or your moon sign, it is so easy to check online these days. You just type in, looking for your birth chart, free birth chart, astrological birth chart, and you'll have many, many options to choose from for you to pick, basically. And then just type in your details. But obviously, for any reason you don't know the time of your birth or don't have many details, then just listen to your sun sign. That's totally fine. Although you can actually check the moon, which sign the moon was in at the date of your birth, because the moon stays in one sign for, I think, around 2.5 days, I'm pretty sure. So at least you'll have the moon, maybe just not the rising sign. Okay, let's see. So I'm starting with the first 6 signs from Aries to Virgo. So we're asking Spirit, what all the signs from Aries to Virgo need to look after this week? What do they need to be made aware of? What's the Spirit message relating to our self-care, self-awareness for this week? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, I feel, is hiding right here. Okay, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Let's see. Okay, let me just move these. Okay, so starting with Aries. Aries, this week for you is time to soak in a bath. So I feel like there are some stresses, some anxieties, maybe some tension in your body that just needs some release. If you like water in general and maybe you live by the water, then just go and have a little swim or a paddle even in water, right? It doesn't have to be like an athletic swim of any sort. But make sure that your muscles and your nervous system can feel a little bit of a relief this week. Have a look, look after yourself in that sense. So it's really time to soak in a bath. Now, bath time actually is also a good time to cleanse your body of any energetic debris, not just a physical one. So put some bath salts to clear any unwanted energy, any stagnant energy that you might have picked up in the past week, at least. I don't know, depending on how often do you take baths, right? Or how often you clear your energy. So that's the self-care advice for you this week, Aries. You need to release some tension from your body to make a very good headway and start for these big transformational times, okay? Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Look for fairies. Taurus, how long ago have you been out in nature? Taurus is an earth sign, right? So you would love to be outside, and if you don't realize that you would love that, maybe it's something that you need to pay attention to. Maybe it's something that hasn't come to you as an option for relaxation. So, I mean, the fairies always bring magic to my mind. So I feel like this is also Spirit asking you to be a little bit playful. Now, whether you believe in fairies or not, you don't have to enjoy the beautiful, magical, and healing energies of nature. Now, if you do believe in fairies, then even better, I think, because then that will add a little bit extra dimension and fun and playfulness to your Walks in nature. Is there some sort of a forest nearby where you live that you could spend time? Yeah, it's definitely time to ground yourself a little bit more. Maybe not ground, I suppose Taurus is quite grounded, but reconnect with nature. This will really help you start this new year even on a more positive footing. So that's a message for you, Taurus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Health checkup. Okay, Gemini, have you been in any way neglecting your health? Maybe there's something that's cropping up now and then that you just haven't really paid attention to much, or maybe you just what's the word I'm trying to say? Maybe you just hope that it will just go away by itself. I feel like there is possibly something you might want to look at if you haven't already. If obviously there's a concern, if you are healthy and well, Gemini, then please don't take it as a message that there is something wrong, but just use it as a reminder to look after your health this week, whatever that means to you. If you feel like you've been neglecting a part of yourself, then this is the week to start looking at your health again, whether it is physical activity, nutrition, mental health. Yeah, just ask yourself a question, right? What do I need right now? What does my body need? And is there any concern at all that for which a checkup might be useful? So that's for you, Gemini. Now, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Intuition. Okay, Cancer, this week is all about you listening to your intuition. I feel like you are already quite intuitive anyway. So if anything, if you've already been working with your intuition, then this will be a time of expansion. Nurture that side of yourself. Nurture your spirit. Spend some time in meditation, in mindfulness, in maybe journaling. I feel like intuition will be speaking to you loudly this week, and it just wants a little bit more of your attention, Cancer. So that's the message for you. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Leo, we have write a gratitude list. Okay. So yeah, I feel like maybe you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit busy with your daily life, and it kind of has put you away from this connection of, good things that are happening in your life. If that's the case, or maybe you just feel stressed because of one or two particular reasons, then I feel like writing a gratitude list will help you with that this week. And it will be a great start for the new year as well. So just as a reminder, if you're just watching this and you haven't listened to my introduction, you'll know, please listen to the intro at the beginning of this video. You'll know what I mean by talking about new year. So yeah, I feel I'm kind of wanting to say something, but it's pretty much just repeating myself. I think the main message here is that whatever stresses or worries you have on your mind will be easier to cope with and resolve with a gratitude list. It can be a new habit for you to employ just in general. Thank you for watching, Leo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We have Burning Bowl Ritual. Okay, Virgo, so for you this week, and start of this new zodiacal year, is to really burn everything that doesn't serve you anymore. If those are thoughts, beliefs, habits, I don't know, you name it, it's time to get rid of it, clean up, and burn it away for good. So yeah, isn't that a great start to a new year? Yeah, just write down whatever there is that you feel is still maybe stuck in your energy and set an intention of letting it go. You can call in your spiritual helpers to help you strengthen that intention. It's time to let go of all the things you've been holding on to so tightly that are not serving your highest good, Virgo. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. So Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, Libra, this is a time to get frisky. Okay, now this card, talking about sex, it doesn't have to mean literally go and have sex, although if you want to, please do. But intimacy, closeness, and pleasure is the message for you this week, Libra. So whatever that means to you, indulge yourself in physical pleasures. Now that can include food, it can include massage, any sort of body work. Please do it. If it's been something that you've maybe been holding off on for whatever reason, please don't feel shame or guilt. Pleasure is a part of life, and in whichever form it comes in to our life is healthy. Okay, so this is not something to avoid or feel bad about, Libra. So this is the message for you for this week, and what a great start to a new year. If you're confused about me talking about New Year, please listen to the beginning, to the introduction of this video at the very start. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, Scorpio, interestingly enough, you have the same card as Taurus for this week, and it says, look for fairies. Now, I feel like the message for you, Scorpio, is slightly different than to Taurus, in that this week, Spirit wants you to engage your imagination a little bit more and bring more play and fun into your life. Now, this part of, not this part, sorry, but this card also brings the feeling of forest to my mind. So if you haven't connected with nature for a while, please do so this week. But most of all, because we're talking of fairies, and fairies being supernatural, magical beings, they bring a lot of fun and mischief, innocent mischief into our life. So if you haven't been playful or just childlike, careless for a long time, let yourself do that this time. And let yourself do that this week, because it's really needed. There's a reason why I chose self-care cards for this week. Please listen to the beginning of this video to find out why. I feel like Spirit wants you to bring some more playfulness into your life, Scorpio, some more joy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, Sagittarius, we have Sing card, encouraging you to sing. Now, singing is a very expressive activity. It doesn't matter how you sing, okay? You don't have to be the next Whitney Houston. The whole point of singing is letting your voice out, clearing your throat chakra, and really bringing out this expressive side of yourself to life, to manifestation through your voice. It is a beautiful activity that you can do for clearing any stagnant energy. Depending on your mood and what you feel is stuck within you, you can clear it through singing. And that can be, so depending on what song you choose, what tune, right, what kind of lyrics there are, you'll intuitively know what you need to sing about. Even if it's something relating to heartbreak, once we sing it, it's out of our system. So let yourself be expressive. Let yourself express and communicate what you're feeling, and, in a more creative way. So that's a message for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This week for you, take a walk. So Capricorn being very ambitious sign, I feel like this is saying that this is a time to slow down a little bit and just, smell the roses and maybe do a little bit of a active, so-called active meditation. That's when you're not necessarily sitting in silence, but you're walking and being really present during your walk. So whilst you're walking, don't think about something that's not present within your immediate environment. And that's, anything to do with your job, work, duties, whatever it may be. Use this week to really just quiet your mind and enjoy the beauty of the surroundings that you're in. This is, like I say, a meditative exercise in itself. Brings mindfulness, peace, and comfort to your mind and your body. So yeah, what a great start to a new year. If you're not sure what I'm talking about in terms of new year, please listen to the beginning of this whole video, to the introduction. Yeah, and just enjoy it. Thank you for listening, Capricorn. I'll see you next week. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sound healing. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like there is quite a bit of stuck energy within your body. Something maybe you've been holding on to, whether it's emotionally or stress related. It needs to be let out. Now, you can actually listen to some sound healing meditations on YouTube. You can find many, or any other app that you use that has meditations, basically. There are many options. Sound healing really reaches all the little nooks and crannies of our body, of our energy, and it can dispel a lot of blockages. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the message for you this week, Aquarius. Now, I don't think sound healing necessarily is talking about listening to music, so I wouldn't just settle with that. Just really have a listen to some sort of sound healing that's recorded online, and just let your body feel the vibrations of that sound. So that's a message for you, Aquarius. Start this new year with relieving any sort of stuck energy. If you're confused about what new year I'm talking about, please listen to the introduction to this video at the start. Okay, Pisces. Look to the stars. Well, isn't that just perfect for Pisces? I mean, who else would be looking to the stars if not Pisces? But if that's coming up, it feels to me like it's a reminder in that case. Have you forgotten? Haven't you had time to look into the stars and connect with the universe and maybe your starseed family? If that's the case, then Spirit wants you to go back to it and maybe pay a little bit more attention to it. Give it more attention this week. This will be an amazing start to this new year. If you're not sure what I'm talking about in regards to new year, please listen to the introduction of this video. It could be that this Pluto moving into Aquarius. I mean, Aquarius is a very what's the word I'm looking for? Very cosmic energy in itself, connected with the cosmos and everything so-called alien, right? Not of this earth. So I feel like it would be a great week to start that off with gazing into the stars, connecting with the stars, connecting with the universe. And how you want to do it, honestly, it's up to you. We have an example of astrology. Maybe there's something within your astrological chart that you haven't discovered yet. Maybe go back to reading about that. Maybe do some meditations connecting to your starseed family if you feel that resonates with you, or just connect with the moon, right? yeah, so that's the message for you, Pisces. This is your self-care ritual for this week, and who knows, maybe it will extend to the whole year. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next